Good morning. It's before 6 o'clock, it's about 10 to 6. That's a shame. I just thought I'd show you how I wake up. Andrew goes to work very early and I end up with 2 different companions to wake up to. Charlie's gone shy. He's gone outside the bedroom. But there's Peggy. Oh. Good morning. Right, let's get up. It is now 8:10. We are back from the walk. Again, I just wanted to go out, enjoy the weather. It's warmish again today. My phone says 16 degrees, but I don't think it is. I think it's warmer than that because I was absolutely fine in just a t-shirt. But yeah, it was a nice walk, and we did see a lot of people, so filming would have probably gone wrong anyway, because not a lot of people, want to be filmed without knowing. Anyway, I'm having my breakfast. I am having my muesli again. I'll come back to that in a minute. I'm having a broccoli strawberry protein yoghurt, the one from the pouch. That's from Aldi. I'm having 20 grams of muesli and raspberries and blueberries. Funnily enough, even though it's a strawberry yoghurt, I didn't fancy strawberries, so I'm just having blueberries and raspberries and my coffee. So I had a couple more questions about this muesli. Unfortunately, I don't have the packet at the moment, but it's the M&S high fibre fruit and bran muesli, and it comes in one of those boxes with a little plastic window. I think it's a green packet. In shop it's £3.50, online it's £4 if you get it from Ocado. I have it because I originally discovered it because it's a healthy bee on Slimming World, but like I said before, it's for a healthy bee, it's the best muesli you're going to get. I do like it, but I think now I'm not on Slimming World and I'm having less, I think I'm going to try some granolas. But yeah, it's worth a try, especially if you're struggling in the bowel department because it's high fibre. So this is 240 calories, and I'm going to go and find something to watch on the telly, and I'll catch you later. Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock. I maybe forgot to mention earlier that Friday is going to be the day that I take the injection, so I'm actually on the last day or the last part of eating before I take my injection again tonight, this evening sometime, just in case I forget to say that later. But I've got my lunch and I've got in 2 slices of Morrison's wholemeal bread, I've got half a tin of tuna with mayonnaise and just a few of these pickled pink onions from Aldi. And then I've got some cucumber and tomatoes and about half a bag of the Aldi baked pretzels. And I've got a Sprite, and I think, if I've remembered correctly, this is about 270 calories. So I'm going to go and enjoy this now. I haven't got any fruit out yet or anything, mainly because my foot's hurting and I'm fed up of standing up. I think I said last night that I've got sore feet. Well, I have developed a blister, so that's fun. But yeah, So I'm going to go and eat this now and then see how I get on. So I'm still feeling a little bit hungry. So I'm going to have, well, it's going to be shared between something sweet just now and my afternoon snack with whatever drink I choose later. So I've got 50 grams of blueberries and 50 grams of grapes. These are still last week's fruit, so some more came today. I've got quite, I've had to actually throw some away because it was too soft. But yeah, I'm not eating half as much fruit as I used to. And then I've got the other half of this caramel protein bar that I got from WH Smith. And that is about 163 calories altogether. Good evening. I'm hoping the wind's not too bad. Currently, you're looking at Charlie and Peggy running in front. Charlie stopped to sniff something. We are in the next village to me, doing another very familiar walk. Did anybody else see that then? I think there was a little squirrel or something. Neither of them saw it. Have you two gone behind again? Are you sniffing? Are you sniffing it? Oh. Oh, there's a man behind us. I might have to stop vlogging. Right. We've lost the man now. And he had two little like golden doodles or something. Didn't he? You two. So this is one of the shorter walks. It's only about 40 minutes. So obviously I'm going to try and talk when the wind seems less. So obviously I've come on a shorter walk because my feet are a bit sore. Oh, that's a train. It's train tracks. Train tracks are like just over there. My feet are sore, but I've got some blister plasters on now. And you're still facing Charlie and Peggy or the scenery, so you don't have to look at my face all the time. I'm trying to think if I've got anything to tell you. I feel like my mind's empty at the moment. Come on, you two. Go and give them something to look at. So today is what I'll say my last day before the second injection. So I'll take my second injection at about 7:30 tonight. And this is all in case I forget to tell you later. I can see all the comments coming in. Thanks ever so much again for all your comments, and those of you new followers or who have re-followed. I got to 10,000 subscribers off the back of these new vlogs, so thank you so much, and there might be some kind of giveaway or something coming up. And also just to say that I have now enabled adverts just to help a little bit towards the cost of the injection, but feel free to skip because I know they're very annoying. But just to let you know, I've been honest as always. Come on. They should know this walk very well. We do this quite a few times. My symptoms today, I think I am feeling a bit more hungry today. Although I think my breakfast was, say, 300 calories and my lunch was, say, 300 calories, so quite a low calorie breakfast and lunch. So it could be expected that I would be ready for an afternoon snack today. But I am actually feeling a little bit hungry for my evening meal as well. Which, did I tell you what time it was? I think it's probably about 5:45 by now, maybe 6 o'clock. I can't look. I don't wear a watch. Oops. Don't wear a watch, and I've only got my phone for the time. And obviously I can't look at the time because I'm recording. I hope I said the time at the beginning of the video anyway. It'll only be about 10 minutes later than whatever time I said. Just decompressing after yesterday and today. So I've told you it's my second jab. I've told you I've got ads on the website. I've said thank you on the YouTube. I said thank you for all your support, all your suggestions, all your every time you've liked and commented. I felt really good yesterday actually in that address. So I think, as people have said, my mood's picking up already. But possibly I also started the vlogs at a bad time of the month, if you know what I mean. Because I'm sure all those ladies know that time of the month can just change everything. It changes your mood, it changes your feelings of fatigue, it changes your hunger and your cravings. And I know it might sound a bit like excuses, and I did think that for some of the time I was on Slimming World when I was being successful, but I also think it changes as you age as well. Obviously I'm a 43 or 44 now, whatever I said, and I can definitely feel those changes creeping up. There he is. And if I'm ever out walking and I'm not looking at the camera, it's because I'm looking for the dogs, or looking at the dogs, checking where they are, and obviously looking where I'm going. What else? I was really happy about how yesterday went. I think I've already said that. I've had no symptoms of any real merit. When I've mentioned them to you, it's been slight, very slight indigestion, a bit of slight reflux, and obviously headaches and tiredness, but I don't think that's linked to Mounjaro. So I will carry on at 2.5 for this week, obviously, 2.5 milligrams. I'm going to weigh in tomorrow morning and report back. we'll be coming out onto the road shortly, so I'll probably stop then. But I did promise you a little countryside walk and a little catch-up chat. Oh. And there's somebody coming, so I'll say goodbye now. So just a few more thoughts on the meal and how the day went yesterday. I'm sorry if this is a bit repetitive from yesterday's vlog, but I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed the meal yesterday and the things that I got from Marks and Spencer's. When I went round Marks and Spencer's, there was very little that appealed to me, even though I could have had almost anything in a calorie counting deficit, you know, and I could have picked up cakes and chocolate, and there was some nice reduced bits as well. There was some reduced, I think it was, I mean I didn't look too closely, but I think it was like iced buns and things like that, that just didn't even tempt me. And if I'd been doing Slimming World, I would have been absolutely stuck on what to order. Now that's my issue, and it's not Slimming World's issue, because obviously they're saying eat sensibly and estimate the sins for what you've eaten. But I would have seen all the oil on everything, and even with that chicken sheesh that I did choose, would have probably been because it had oil and dressing, and I'd have been panicking and thinking, oh, I've got to ask for it without oil and I've got to ask for it without dressing, and I think that the day would have caused me a lot more stress being on Slimming World. And I think even that alone might have led me to a binge, because I would have felt deprived if I'd chosen what I believed was the most Slimming World friendly thing, whatever that might be. I might have felt deprived, and once I was alone, I would have, and not vlogging or whatever, I would have gone and bought something else. And if I wasn't following any diet at all, I would have chosen very differently. I think I might have said yesterday that I would have probably chose some kind of wrap and chips, and I would have eaten lots of other things as well around that. So yeah, I'm very pleased with how the day went yesterday, and I did not feel different to anybody else. I mean, it did help, I suppose, that we all chose the same thing to eat for the main, but I think it's the first time I've truly enjoyed a meal out for a good while, because either I felt guilty because of Slimming World, or I felt guilty because I've chosen a real binge-worthy and calorie-laden meal and then eaten more when I've got home because it's triggered me. Apart from Nando's, I always enjoy it when I go to Nando's, but I'll even feel a bit freer there. Now I'm doing Mounjaro and calorie counting, because I'll be able to choose whatever I like, calorie count it, and probably eat less, but still feel like I've really enjoyed it and had a treat, whether you should use those words or not. But it is, isn't it? A meal out, especially these days, is a real treat. Now, you might have picked up already, or I may have already mentioned it, I'm not really a drinker, you know, of alcohol. She did say, you know, does anybody want a glass of wine? But it didn't appeal to me at all. I'm trying to think, with it being a work thing, I don't think, whatever way I was eating, I don't think I would have chosen alcohol. So you can't really go, you can't really judge whether Mounjaro has affected my alcohol intake, but I know others have said that it's put them off drinking a little bit, so that's interesting. And others have also said that it's helped their inflammation, so I'll be very interested, because I've had, you know, quite a bit of backache and side pain, which Andrew thinks is my hips. Obviously I've been overweight for a lot of my life, and I do notice some hip pain. I need to get these two back on the lead. Let's see. Charlie, Peggy! Oh, it's so good! Sorry, you should be the other way around now so you can see how they're waiting. Oh, it's so good. So very good, girls and boys. I was just telling my friend. Good boy. That's one. Let's get the other one. I was just telling my friend, you know, I've got this bum bag that has zips on it. Come here, Peg. Good girl. Chins alert. Make sure you see the chins. I've got this bum bag that's got zips on it. So make sure you're looking at the countryside in the background and not at me. So, and their treats are in one of the pockets. So now, if they're relatively near to me, I don't always need to even call them. All I need to do is unzip the bum bag and they come back. Yeah, so I originally got this bum bag because obviously we've had a lot of warmer weather. Can you hear? I think it's chickens. I'm just passing a farm. Chickens. For the warmer weather, because I was so sick of carrying around loads of things in my pockets, like my keys and poo bags and treats. And we had a treat bag that clips onto like a belt or the waistline of your trousers. But it was really getting on my nerves because the clip would fall off. So yeah, I went for an unglamorous bum bag, and it carries my earphones, my car keys, the dog's treats, poo bags, the charger, the phone charger if I think I'm going to need it, and my vape for if I fancy a vape. So yeah. So it'll be interesting to see the pattern of having another jab tonight. I know a lot of people say that they think their suppression decreases towards the end of the week. I don't think I've really noticed that so much, except today is probably the only day that I felt ready for my evening meal. Well, obviously I'm not having it yet. It'll be another, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so until I eat it. But I'm ready for it. And then I'll take my jab and we'll start the whole thing again. And I'll get weighed tomorrow. And we'll see how we get on. I'll turn you around so you can get one last view, and then I'll check in when I'm eating my evening meal. More fields over there. And more fields. Come on then. Come on. We are back on the lead now. Okay, I mean, how can you resist? Look how smart they look. Come on then. Oh yes, I know what you two want. More fields, but we're very slowly getting all our fields taken over by houses. So this over here is a dog field, you know, one of those enclosed dog fields. So we've been there a couple of times. But you can see that they really enjoy their off-lead walks. When we go to a dog field, I have to walk round it as well so that they get a good run. So I might as well be out on a walk, can't I? What? What is it? I don't think there's anything there, Peg. Come on then, let's go. Charlie's supremely unbothered. Good girl. I'll let them sniff a bit because we're on a shorter walk. See, I told you, you got me talking about them again and not about the relevant subject. It's raining, so it's a good job we're nearly back at the car. Oh. Right, see you soon. So it's 7:20. We've been back maybe about half an hour, maybe a bit less. Time enough to faff about upstairs and put my pyjamas on. Sometimes I like to put my pyjamas on before I have my tea, especially on a Friday. So for my evening meal tonight, I've got a Morrison's fish cake, but it's a breadcrumbed one. It's got parsley sauce inside. I originally bought them for Andrew. They were reduced, but he keeps saying he doesn't fancy them. So I'm going to eat it because they do need eating up now. It was reduced and it's been in the freezer a while. I've got 100 grams of McCain oven chips, some tomato sauce on both those, and some mixed veg. And then I do feel hungry today, like I said, so I've already got out a jelly and custard pot. I've had these for over a week and I've only eaten one. So I'm going to eat another one tonight, and then some juice, Vimto, what is it? Mango and passion fruit, and it is delicious. So if I don't manage to finish it, I will let you know and catch up later. Right, I have come upstairs to do my second jab of Mounjaro, like I said. Sorry. It's 20 to 8. I'm glad it's cooler than last week. I left about 5 or 6 chips, so I've knocked that off the calorie total, and the calorie total for that dinner, including the jelly and custard, was just under 500 calories. Yeah, I enjoyed it actually. I enjoyed the fish cake more than I thought, but I still prefer my Morrison's cheesy ones without breadcrumbs. I just find that maybe it's freezing them, maybe it's, I don't know, I just don't like the taste of fish cake in breadcrumbs. But anyway, before I do my injection, I have received a lovely package from a very dear friend. Some of you may have seen Debbie in the comments. Obviously I'm called Debbie, and there's a Debbie from New Zealand who often comments, and she'll be known in the community because she watches a lot of videos, and she weight loss videos, and she is on a weight loss journey herself, a long one like most of us, and she's always been around supporting us all. And even though she lives in New Zealand, she organised to send a package to me. So it's a journal and something else from Princess Planning, who, if you're on Instagram, you'll know she does like weight loss journals and weight loss trackers and stickers and all sorts of lovely things. So if you're a this is not an ad, not affiliated. If you love filling in diaries and things like that, go and have a look on her website, and she's a lovely lady on Instagram as well. So the note says, Debbie, good luck on your journey, sweetie. Big hugs, Debbie in NZ. So, and it's got all stickers on it and everything. Isn't that lovely? And then, oh, I'll show you that in a minute. I haven't opened this until just now, so I knew it was a journal and some kind of paper tracker, but this is the first time I've properly looked at it. So it's a pink diary, a pink front cover with cherries, and a big cherry in the middle that says £1 at a time, and on the back it's created by Princess Planning. So she's got a website, princessplanning.co.uk. Sorry, I'm dropping things all over the floor. I'm trying to be quick because I meant to bring my iPad and my phone's running out of charge. And then inside the journal, we've got my Mounjaro journey. And then we've got weight loss and measurement chart. And we've got weekly reflections, weekly meal planner. And then you've got like daily things that you can fill in. So you can fill in the food, the calories, vitamins, supplements, medication, your mood, and your fitness and steps. Oh, and there's water as well. So that is brilliant. Breakfast. So you've got a section for breakfast, section for calories, protein, a tick for an electrolyte drink. I'm not sort of getting notes as well. Breakfast, lunch, dinner notes. So you could have like a symptom tracker there as well. Oh, that is brilliant. Isn't it lovely? Like I said, a weekly meal planner there. And then a reflection page. For the end of each week, you get a reflection page, week 4 reflection, and then week 5, you can write your goals and everything. So that is fantastic. Thank you so much, Debbie. And I think I've forgotten her name. The lady from Princess Planning has put a lot of thought into this as well. So that is lovely. Oh, so it's a 12-week diary because the last week says week 12 reflection. So that's lovely. And then you've got a weight loss tracker. Sorry, I hope I don't lose you. Weight loss tracker, date, dosage, injection site, weight, result, and total loss. And then you've got another sheet to fill in. So I might put these up in the office so you can colour in the pounds that you've lost and tick off your... I think that's what this is for. Maybe. You could either use it to tick off the pounds that you've lost, or you could use it as like a little sticker when you've had a good day. Or is that Slimming World thinking? I don't know. But yeah, I like a little sticker as well. So yeah, there's just one sheet of those. I like a bit of colouring actually, so I might just colour them in. But yeah, or maybe I'll use the ticks for the stones. But yeah, isn't that lovely? Right, I'm going to go and take this, and then I'm going to need to charge my phone, and I'll catch up with you later. Maybe just for a roundup because I've rambled now. when I was oh, and I forgot. There's a lovely pink pen as well that's got Princess Planning on it. I rambled on the walk, forgetting to give you a bit of a longer vlog, forgetting that I'd got this to show you. But there we go. So I'll have a closer look at that over the weekend as well. Right, I'm gabbling a bit, I think, because I'm not nervous. Is apprehensive just as bad as nervous? I don't know. But I'm going to do the second injection now. Wave your biscuit about a bit.
I don't want to give up because I'm, nothing to say, but I think I've said enough that if anyone's looking at what I've said or is looking for me, they can find me easily enough. And if they're not, putting out another 10 videos or 100 videos is not going to reach them. So I think
it's 10:30 at night. And I'll just show you these two. I wish you could turn the camera. Peggy's making a bed and she's in the wrong bed. But she likes that bed. She's in the bed that's got the name on Charlie, and Charlie's in her bed, but they use each other's. This company that made Charlie's bed doesn't exist anymore, so we couldn't get one for Peggy. So yeah, what I was going to say was I wish you could turn the camera around on the same clip. It's just so annoying. Anyway, here I am. I just thought I'd show you them because they're in the beds for once and not on the settee. If you're an eagle-eyed viewer, a very eagle-eyed because I've not been on for a while, you might have noticed that the new settee, that was this year. So yeah, it's 10:30. I've not been on. Andrew stays up a bit later on Fridays. He's only just gone to bed. And we've been watching some programmes together, which is nice. We was watching Celebrity Puzzling. You know what I've recorded it for the last 2 weeks. And it's like word games, like Wordle and stuff like that. So we just watched it as a bit of chill out. But we are going to try and watch Squid Game this weekend, because we've watched it obviously when the other series came out. We watched it. I am meeting a friend tomorrow to play some games, and we're going to a nice area. I'll not tell you where just yet. I'll save that for tomorrow. So we're just hoping it's not too warm, but it's not raining either. I can't think of anything really to say at the moment. I feel okay. I feel fine. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I've had a nighttime tea and I've had the other half of those pretzels. So it was one of those like 25-gram bags. And I had half a bag with my sandwich at lunch. And I've just had the other half a bag now. Well, not now. About 8:30, I think it was. 9 o'clock. I don't know. I can't remember now. And I was just thinking, I used to have an evening snack on Slimming World of low-calorie crisps and a chocolate bar. But then I'd have it, any time between 7 and 8:30. But then I'd sort of be hanging on by my fingernails to not eat anything else. And it's just nice to just have one small thing and not want anything else, or even not to want anything at all. It's actually a nice feeling to be free. Free of all those thoughts, yeah. So I'm ending the day today on 1,289 calories and 9,300 steps. And when I do the screen recording, if you want to look, I'll look at the week view as well, so you can see the calories I've had through the week. So night night everyone. I hope you all have or have had a lovely weekend, because by the time you watch this, your weekend will be over. But mine is just starting. So I will see you tomorrow. And thank you for watching if I haven't already said.